So last Tuesday, I'm sitting at my desk, and I get hit with 3 subscription charges within 5 minutes. Netflix auto-renewed, Spotify Premium, some fitness app I literally forgot I had. $37 just gone. And I realized I have no idea what I'm actually paying for every month. Sound familiar? Look, here's the thing. We live in the subscription economy now. Everything's $9.99 a month. $4.99 a month, $14.99 a month. And companies love this because they know something about human psychology that most of us don't realize. We're really bad at tracking small recurring charges. A recent study asked people to guess how much they spend on subscriptions monthly. The average guess? About $80. The actual number when they check their bank statements? $219 a month. We're off by almost triple. That's not a rounding error. That's a complete blind spot in how we handle money. Let's do the math together. $219 a month doesn't sound that bad, right? But over a year, that's $2,628. Over 5 years, $13,140. Over 10 years, $26,280. And we're just getting started with the real cost. Because here's what most people don't realize. It's not about what you're spending, it's about what you're not building. If you took that same $219 a month and invested it in a basic index fund averaging 10% annual return, which is actually conservative historically, after 20 years you'd have $166,000. After 30 years, $493,000, $500,000, from streaming services and apps you barely use. That's not exaggeration. That's compound interest doing what it does when you actually give it something to work with. Now you might be thinking, okay, but I actually use Netflix and Spotify. And sure, maybe you do. But here's the trap these companies set. They make signing up frictionless and canceling a nightmare. You can subscribe in 30 seconds with one click. Canceling? You need to log in, find the settings buried 3 menus deep, click through confirmation screens, and answer a survey about why you're leaving. There's actually a term for this in the subscription industry. It's called passive churn revenue. Companies literally budget for how many people will forget to cancel. Your forgetfulness is a line item in their quarterly earnings report. You're not the customer. Your autopay is, and it gets worse. Subscriptions don't stay at $10. Netflix started at $7.99. Now it's $15.49 for standard. That's a 94% increase. Adobe Creative Cloud went from $29.99 to $59.99. They raise prices slowly, betting you won't notice or won't bother canceling, and most of us don't. But here's what nobody talks about. Subscriptions cost you more than money. They cost you mental energy. Every subscription is a tiny, unresolved decision floating in your brain. Should I keep this? Am I using it enough? Is it worth it? Multiply that by 12 subscriptions, and you're carrying this constant low-level financial anxiety without even realizing it. Think about it like this. If someone came to you and said, "Give me $50,000 over the next 30 years, and I'll give you access to apps you'll forget about," you'd laugh them out of the room. But broken into $10 monthly charges? We don't even blink. It's financial death by 1,000 paper cuts. So here's what you do. Right now, open your bank statement from the last 3 months. Highlight every single recurring charge. You're going to find subscriptions you completely forgot existed. I guarantee it. Then ask yourself this question for each one. If I had to sign up for this again today knowing how often I actually use it, would I? If the answer is anything other than an immediate yes, cancel it. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Here's the rule that changed everything for me. 1 in, 1 out. Want a new subscription? Fine. Cancel an old one first. This forces you to actually evaluate what you're paying for instead of just accumulating subscriptions like digital hoarding. Better yet, set a calendar reminder for the 1st of every month. Subscription audit day, 5 minutes. That's it. Review what you're paying for, make sure you're still using it, check if prices went up. 5 minutes a month can literally save you $50,000 over your lifetime. Look, I'm not saying have 0 subscriptions. I'm saying be intentional. These companies are counting on you being on autopilot. The moment you wake up and start paying attention, you take back control. Every dollar you're not wasting on forgotten subscriptions is a dollar that can actually build your future. Because here's the brutal truth. That $10 subscription doesn't feel like much, but it's not $10. It's $10 every month for years, growing to hundreds of subscriptions you're not tracking, stealing the compound interest that could have made you wealthy. It's the subscription trap. And now you see it. If this woke you up, do me a favor. Cancel one subscription right now. Just one. Then come back and hit subscribe here. Because we're breaking down every financial trap that keeps working people broke. Your future self will thank you.